You know when you walk down a hallway in a modern office and you look up to see those plain white square grills in the ceiling?
Right, yeah, the classic public address system.
Exactly. And you probably assume they're just, dumb cones of paper and magnets waiting for someone to press a button to make an announcement.
Yeah, which makes sense because the physical reality of that technology basically hasn't changed in decades. I mean, it's historically been a one-way street.
Well, welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a technical product page from HDTV Supply.
Right, for the advanced network devices, IPSWS-FM flush mount IP speaker. Kind of a mouthful.
It is, yeah. But our mission today is to show you how that unassuming white square above your head is actually a sophisticated networked mini computer.
Absolutely.
So, okay, let's unpack this. We are talking about completely replacing clunky, outdated PA systems with smart network nodes.
Yeah, and to understand why this is such a massive shift, we really have to look at the hardware. Because on the surface, it's just an 8-inch speaker housed in a 12 by 12-inch white flush mount. But the defining feature is how it gets its power.
Which is power over Ethernet, or PoE.
Exactly. It runs entirely on PoE.
Meaning it just uses a single Cat5 data cable with an RJ45 connection. Like, no separate power cable needed at all.
None whatsoever.
It actually reminds me of how modern smartphones use one tiny port to deliver heavy data and power simultaneously.
That's a really great comparison, yeah.
But if it doesn't plug into a traditional wall outlet, doesn't that fundamentally change how we design building infrastructure?
Oh, totally. What's fascinating here is that it completely eliminates the need for expensive, dedicated electrical work.
Right, because electricians are expensive.
Very. Now, a facility manager can just drop a standard data cable from a PoE switch and instantly have a working audio endpoint.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, though. A standard data cable only trickles out, about 8 watts of power?
Yep, just 8 watts.
But the source says this thing hits 95 decibels. How do you get roaring volume out of 8 watts?
Well, because it's fully digital. It doesn't rely on a massive, power-hungry amplifier in a back closet pushing raw electricity over miles of copper wire.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it uses a highly efficient onboard microamp to convert that tiny trickle of data cable power into 95 decibels of localized sound.
So because it's powered by network data rather than raw electricity, it functions more like a computer.
I mean, it is a computer.
Wow.
It has an onboard web server for status and control. It's field upgradable, and it even comes with this clockwise software to handle complex scheduling and alarms.
Wait, hold on. I have to stop you there. A web server and a ceiling speaker.
Yep.
Isn't this massive over-engineering? I mean, if I just want to page someone to the lobby, why do I want to deal with IP routing and servers instead of just pressing a button on a microphone?
Well, here's where it gets really interesting. It interoperates directly with Cisco VoIP networks.
Okay.
And this is the kicker. It has a built-in microphone.
Wait, a microphone? So it's listening, too?
It sure is. It allows for two-way communication.
Are you saying if I install these, I'm basically putting a network of two-way VoIP intercoms in my ceiling?
Pretty much. If we connect this to the bigger picture, you're seeing the shift from analog broadcasting to Smurfs digital targeting.
Right.
With older systems, you pushed a button and paged the whole building. But now, because each speaker has its own IP address, you can route audio data specifically.
Oh, like a school principal making an announcement to just one specific classroom without interrupting the rest of the school.
Exactly. You just, target the data packet to a single IP address.
So what does this all mean for the IT teams actually buying and installing these?
Well, it's a completely different world.
Because, at $440.98 a pop, according to HDTV Supply, this isn't exactly a cheap PA system.
No, it's an investment for sure.
What are you actually paying for?
Looking at the source, that price tag includes a 2-year warranty, and it's TAA compliant.
Meaning it's legally cleared for secure government contracts, right?
Correct. But the customer reviews really reveal what buyers care about. One buyer praised the quick technical solutions they received for specific resolution settings.
Wait, resolution for a speaker? Are we talking about like audio sample rates and network configuration here?
Spot on. We're talking about integrating digital audio streams into complex IT environments.
Got it.
But then another reviewer noted the support staff was less than friendly. But they still answered the complex questions and got the job done.
Which tells me enterprise hardware purchasing is less about warm and fuzzy customer service and more about rock-solid technical problem solving.
That is the absolute reality of high-end AV networks.
Right.
When you're trying to integrate IP speakers with existing VoIP networks, getting the technical configuration right absolutely trumps bedside manner. You just need it to work.
That definitely changes how you'll look at the spaces around you.
It really does.
Because next time you hear a crystal clear announcement in a modern office or, I don't know, a sports bar, you'll know it's not a guy with a microphone and a rusty amp.
Nope.
It's a targeted data packet flying through an Ethernet cable to an IP address right there in the ceiling.
Which raises an important question for you to ponder.
Yeah.
If every new speaker installed in a building is actually a two-way, field upgradable network device with a microphone and a web server, what does that mean for the future of ambient computing and privacy in our public spaces?
Honestly, suddenly that plain white square in the ceiling doesn't look quite so innocent anymore.